Holland from the Blue Times, and today I'll be one of the narrators in our very first video journalism project. We interviewed Reverend Bill Harris about a fundamental bear of his history, endlessly helping and caring for your neighbor. As the owner and founder of People Helping People, Bill Harris demonstrates this every day, making each day the best day ever, not only for him, but everyone around him. First, let's see what Reverend Harris has to say about the Work Ready program and the people he takes in.
We have two programs. We have two programs in Bearable that we work with right now, and one's called Forward Services, who equip the men and women coming out of those broken situations with opportunity. Okay, we'll say opportunity. You need food, you need insurance, you need to fine-tune your resume, you need to do mock job interviews, and the rest. So they come to us, we help them get enrolled in that program, and for 6 weeks, you come down here in the morning from 8 o'clock to noon, 4 hours. You spend time with us, working on vehicles, mentoring, that's us, that's what we do, mentoring, helping them find themselves. You got to smart. Okay, so when they graduate in 6 weeks from Forward Service, then they go to workforce development. Everyone needs a career. Everyone needs short range. That's what we tell them. That's why you're in Forward Service. Short range go. Then we get you, God position you in workforce development because you've earned that. And then, once you graduate from there, we have Hills Wiring, Terrytown Plumbing, Point and Heat and Air, Casey McGann Flooring, Don Larson, Bearable Motors, Glacier Valley, and it goes on and on and on and on. There's careers out there. Remember, they say, well, you're bad, and you're a problem. You guys probably heard that. Somebody say, well, that little bad boy, and you ain't nothing but a problem. Why don't you sit still in class and nah. Well, what you have to do, you have to go back and rethink that. Remember, everything starts with a thought. Everything you say or do or go or don't go. Everything that happens starts with one thing. That's a thought. But anyway, Forward Services, they come down here. We get them in a row. Come down here, work a while. Go up there and work a while. Then in 6 weeks, if you made it, some of them fail. Because remember what we said, you got to read, you got to study, you got to love, and then the last, you have to obey truth. And that's the definition for anything of God's, is one thing. Because remember what he said, you have the unity. There must be unity of before there can be unity in. Truth and love. If there's no truth, there's no love. Period. Truth comes first. Because you ever seen a liar love? Remember what he said about God's word? It's living.
We asked Reverend Bill Harris about the current needs of PHP. Let's hear what he has to say on how you can help people helping people.
Well, foremost, we need prayer. Okay? We need prayer that we stay healthy and stay strong in truth. Now, as far as material needs, if there's anyone out there that has any non-perishable food items, because now is a time that we are experiencing a need with feeding the families. A lot of families have lost opportunity to sustain themselves. And we're not a food pantry, but we are a help center. And here again, we have an Adopt a Family program, and we have a Stomp Out Hunger program, where we help stock the shelves in the 4 counties in the food pantries. And at this point in time, all the food pantries are being just overly solicited for food. What we're in the process of doing right now as we speak, we have another program. You want to know what PHP is doing? We have the Work Ready program. We're in the process. We've been working on it since 2000. 16, right after we roll out the Work Ready program, we say we have phase 1, the Work Ready program, and in the brochure you'll see what that entails. But we're in the process right now of rolling out the Transitional Training Center. You all know what transition means? It means you're over here, and we're going to bring you over here. There's a red building. Cisco owns it. It has a fence around it right now. And you'll see the big trailers in that little lot right there. That used to be where they distribute coffee and chemicals for their accounts, restaurants. But they closed that up and incorporate that division into the main warehouse. And we're trying to convince the city and the county that they need to get that building so we can get the trades so they can walk down the hill and enter into a training process. And then when they get done and they get certified, Doug Hill, electrical, he'll take Martha, a John, a Peter, a Rose out into the field and hands-on. And then they become self-sufficient with a career. That's what we're doing. We're embarking on Sauk County / Baraboo Transitional Training Program.
Bill Harris hopes to acquire this unused building and hopes to aid in his future plans regarding the Huber program.
And you have to say you got 6 months in Huber. They allow you to go out during the day to either go to work or go look for work. But in the meantime, we go in there to the inmates and the Huber participants and we tell them, we have a program that we're going to roll out and you guys can be a part of it. In here it talks about now People Helping People has the opportunity to embark on phase 2 of that program by offering training in plumbing, electrical, carpentry, flooring, and computers. Our target group to offer this training to include nonviolent, incarcerated, and or chronically unemployed individuals. We're in the process now of rolling this program out. And then we teach them about forsaking all, I trust Him. Faith. Forsaking all, I trust Him. All mean all. This is a training. This is a training facility for men and women that lost their way.
PHP wants to further assist those in the Huber program, leading them to a better mentality and a good career, which follows directly with Reverend Harris's idea on how it's always the best day ever. He truly wants to help change these people to have a good mindset for growth and for thankfulness.
People ask me, they asked me today, how are you, Bill? Best day ever. See that right there? Best day ever. See that right there? Best day ever. See that right there? Best day ever. See? It's not on my, what? Oh, see that right there on my sweatshirt? Best day ever.
As he looks ahead, Reverend Harris hopes for PHP to have a vast and plentiful future. Let's hear how he hopes future generations will take care of PHP.
The vision for the future of PHP is to at some point have a large enough facility and a group of volunteers to keep in place what's in place now. Because at some point, I'm not going to be here. And we've worked so hard for 23 years come August that it shakes my soul to know that I'm not going to be here. And if something happened to me, who's going to step up? So we're looking for and we're praying that God and He will position PHP to continue to grow. We're growing now. We've been growing for 23 years, almost August 11th. And we'll continue to grow. So my vision is that the 5 programs that's in place, that they abound, that they continue to grow. And that men and women, even children that's not even born yet, that they, like you all, that they would come and see what God is doing, and they would be inspired by that, and they would buy in and come down and start to volunteer and start to see more about where we were, where we are, and where God has all of us headed. Because we're not going anywhere. We've been asked to leave more than once, more than twice. What are you doing here? Why are you still here? It's because God positioned me to be more of Him and less of this broken world. So we need hearts. We don't need wallets. We don't need money because everything is His. We need hearts for truth.
At first, Reverend Harris talked about his future plans for PHP and how we can aid in these projects. Then, he talked about specific programs at PHP, the Huber program, and the Work Ready program. Secondly, Reverend Harris talked about his mindset of it always being the best day ever in everything he does, specifically at PHP. And lastly, Reverend Harris took this optimistic attitude to talking about the future plans of PHP. In closing, we can realize from Reverend Harris's attitude that we should be optimistic in our goals as he is and help those in our community. Thank you for watching our very first video journalism project done by the Blue Times.